Good Monday afternoon, everyone. This is Corey here with Zero Meter Chasers. I want to give you guys a winter weather update for our impending winter system moving into Kentucky as we speak. So we're going to start with a nice little summary graphic. I kind of like to start with this, give you guys a little bit of information in a summarized form. That way, the information is not really bogged down. Still expecting that mix of wintry precipitation that is currently starting to move in Kentucky. We'll get into the radar data here in just a second. I'm still expecting general accumulations between 1 to 3 inches. We'll show you guys that snowfall accumulation map here in just a second. Still expecting some travel impacts as we head into the overnight period, especially into daybreak tomorrow morning, especially along the bridges, overpasses, and secondary or untreated surfaces. That's really where we're going to see some of the bigger travel impacts. Heaviest snow expected later on tonight. That's going to be after midnight. Right there's your timing. We're going to say between 11 p.m. tonight all the way through daybreak tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. So that's the best time frame for accumulating snowfall. So that is the latest summary that gives you a basic breakdown of what to expect with this storm. If I can find my mouse here, we'll get to the next little bit. Let's see here. We're going to check out the Kentucky Mesonet. Let me switch sources here. I know this is hard to see, but this kind of gives us a breakdown of the temperatures here in central Kentucky. So this is Taylor County, right here where my mouse is. We're sitting at 37 degrees. 37 degrees, pretty much 37s all across central Kentucky. 37 in Adair County, 36 up here in LaRue County, 36 in E-Town, 36.3. The coldest air here in Kentucky is up here in the Bluegrass region. This is where we kind of expect the highest snowfall accumulations here in Kentucky. We're already at 34 degrees, 33 degrees over here in Clark County. So this is kind of the area that has the biggest chance for some higher snowfall accumulations. Bowling Green setting at 38. They're the warm spot, along with the Lake Cumberland region. They're in the upper 30s as well. So these temperatures are going to continue to drop as we progress throughout the evening and into the overnight period. And as soon as those temperatures hit 32 degrees, that's when we'll start to see that rain wintry mix change over to an all snow here across central Kentucky. So let's get back to, we'll check out the radar here real quickly. Let me get this pulled up here. And we'll kind of see what is actually going on across central Kentucky from the radar perspective. So this is weather-wise radar. I'm already seeing a lot of your comments. Thank you guys for letting me let me know what's going on out there. Let me get this chat over here real quick. That way I can kind of see what's going on. Let's see here. Give me just a second. Let me get this opened up in another tab here. That way I can see your comments just a little bit better. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm seeing your comments here now. Getting a lot of reports of sleet across the area. We'll zoom in here on the radar. You guys see these little pink areas mixing in with the radar. This is sleet. So a lot of your ground reports, this is actually showing up on radar as well. So looking through the comments here, Margaret says sleeting in Mansville. Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate that. Sleeting in Columbia, Leslie reports. There's 2 reports out of Columbia. Heavy sleet in that neck of the woods, sleet in Pierce, sleeting in Nifley. So that's 4 reports out of Columbia of sleet. So even though the radar is showing all rain, there is some sleet pellets mixing in. So that is a good indication that colder air is making its way toward us slowly but surely. But we'll do a quick zoom out here and put this radar into motion, give you guys an idea of what the radar is showing this evening. Let me actually switch to the Hopkinsville radar site here. So we're seeing this changeover already starting to happen over here in western Kentucky. And this is going to be some heavier snowfall amounts right along the Ohio River all the way down to Paducah. And then as we get into the other parts of western Kentucky, we're starting to see snow change over in this neck of the woods as well. Probably a snow, sleet, freezing rain mix here in this neck of the woods, specifically from Hopkinsville all the way up into Beaver Dam here in this vicinity. The rest of central Kentucky looks like a rain and sleet mix right now. Specifically here across the Greene, Taylor, Adair County area, even down into Metcalfe County. So even though it shows primarily rain, we're definitely seeing some sleet mix in, a wintry mix with some rain here in the Greene, Taylor, surrounding county area, probably down into Glasgow as well. Bowling Green probably seeing some sleet as well. So we'll see this radar get a little bit more active as we progress into this evening, especially into the overnight period. So we'll keep a close tab on the radar, and we'll see how the night evolves. So let's look at the current winter weather advisory real quickly here. Let me take off the radar. There we go. So this is the latest winter weather advisory from the National Weather Service. No changes. The National Weather Service expanded this winter weather advisory earlier this afternoon. We expected this advisory to be expanded at least a little bit. I thought it would actually be expanded just a little bit more, but I actually agree with this. What the National Weather Service has here from the winter weather advisory, I do agree with this. You could make an argument of adding Barron, Metcalfe, and Adair, maybe even Pulaski County here, but nonetheless, I still agree with what the National Weather Service has here from this winter weather advisory. This winter weather advisory is in effect through tomorrow morning. Let me check the time on that real quickly. I forgot what the expiration time is on that. That's going to go till 9 o'clock Central Time. 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern is when this winter weather advisory will expire. Probably we'll see it expire a little bit before that, but we'll keep a close tab on that. So real quick, let's look at some of the latest data that is just updated. If I know what I'm doing, which I don't. So, first thing I'm going to show you guys is the HRRR model, simulated radar. This is, we'll fast forward to make it the right time. So, this is kind of what the radar is showing right now. This is 7 o'clock Central Time on the HRRR model. And that's very similar to what the radar looks like right now. Very, very similar. We have rain changing over to snow over here in western Kentucky. A little bit of sleet, freezing rain mix as well. You get down here to south central Kentucky, the Bowling Green area, all the way up into the Barron, Hart, Greene, Taylor, Adair. It doesn't really show a lot of rain, but it definitely shows some mixing, snow, sleet, maybe even, probably not freezing rain, but definitely a snow, sleet, rain mix here in central Kentucky. It's pretty much what the radar is showing right now. So as we progress into this evening, we're pretty much going to stay the same. Primarily rain here in central Kentucky, but we'll definitely see some mixing going on where we'll see some sleet mix in for sure. That's pretty much going to continue all the way through midnight, and that's when the cold air really starts to move in. You see the deformation band form pretty much right along the western Kentucky parkways all the way to Elizabethtown up to Louisville. This is midnight Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, and this data is 1 hour old, so this is pretty fresh data here that we're working with. So we get into 1 o'clock. This line slowly progresses to the east. Now, the latest HRRR model doesn't have a lot of snow here for central Kentucky. This is going to be basically right along the I-65 corridor, right along the western Kentucky Bluegrass Parkways. This is where you're going to get the higher snowfall accumulations tonight. As this snow moves off, again, right here in the Greene, Taylor County area specifically, we change over to snow around 2 o'clock Central, and by 4 o'clock it's gone. So we have roughly about 3 hours of potential snowfall accumulations. That's not a lot of time here in the Greene Taylor County area. You've got a lot more time personally if you live right along the West Kentucky Bluegrass Parkways north, and then right along the I-65 corridor. I think you'll have just a little bit more time in that area for some higher snowfall accumulations. Here's the latest. It's not great. This is the latest snowfall accumulation depth from the HRRR model. Again, this is going to show you where your greatest potential for snowfall accumulations is going to set up tonight. Same thing I just said, right along the West Kentucky Bluegrass Parkways and to the north, and then right along I-65 corridor. So I'm going to actually switch to the, now all this is not going to accumulate, but I think I'm going to split the difference here between snow depth. So the snow depth is just showing you what is going to accumulate. This takes into account everything that's going to melt, compacting, different ratios, all that stuff. This map here shows you if everything accumulates, this is what you would get. So I think I'm going to split the difference here. It looks, again, nothing crazy by no means, but it still looks like a good bet to get an inch across pretty much anybody in that winter weather advisory location. And then you could definitely get some higher amounts, 2 to 3 inch amounts, right along those parkways. We keep referencing the parkways, the West Kentucky Bluegrass Parkways, and to the north, Bluegrass region is going to have your best chance for that isolated 3 inch amounts. So the RAP model. Not going to go through everything crazy. This is snow depth. This shows you what's accumulating. Again, it's a little bit more snow friendly for Central Kentucky, basically from Bowling Green to Greensburg, all the way up to Richmond. Right along that line and to the north is going to be your best chance for snowfall accumulations. 1 to 2 inches, isolated 3 inch amounts there. Specifically on the RAP model, looking at somewhere between Hodgenville, Bardstown, all the way up to Springfield. Again, that's just the RAP model. The NAM model, again, not really anything significant. Again, anybody in that winter weather advisory location is kind of where we're looking at for the best chance for us that snowfall accumulation. Again, nothing crazy. We're going to stick with our forecast here. Let me get it pulled up here. Take this off. There we go. So here's our snowfall accumulation forecast. We're going to stick with the 1 to 3 inches. Probably going to be looking at closer to 1 to 2 inches in this location. But you definitely could see some 3 inch amounts, especially towards the Bluegrass region. So this is our snowfall accumulation forecast. We have not changed this. We issued this forecast this morning around 9 o'clock. We still feel pretty good about this forecast. We don't feel like we need to change anything right now. But again, when we say 1 to 3 inches, I know a lot of people is going to say, well, you said 3 inches. No, there's a range. As little as 1, as much as 3. So if you wake up in the morning and you just have an inch, that falls within our forecast. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that this forecast verifies, because obviously our number one goal is to be accurate. But not really. I don't really have a lot of confidence in, a big snowfall accumulation based off the model data that I just showed you guys just a second ago. A lot of the HRRR, the RAP, and the NAM model, those are 3 models we look at in the short term. They've really trended that snowfall down here over the last couple hours. So, I'm not super confident in a big snow. I think that a lot of the areas probably going to be closer to that inch in the morning. But again, this is our forecast, 1 to 3 inches. Still feel pretty confident with that. So, with that being said, you guys got any questions, please let me know. I've got it fixed to where some of the chats are showing up in the chat box here on the live stream. So I made those a little bit bigger. That way you guys can read them. I couldn't read them yesterday, so I had to increase the font on that just a little bit. I don't know if it's just where I'm getting older and can't see. I'm going to blame it on that. But definitely got that fixed for you guys. That way you can see yourself here on the live stream in the chat box. So I'll go through some of the comments. I'll stay live here with you for about, 10, 15 more minutes or so, answer some questions, cut up with you guys. We'll probably be doing another live later on this evening. Probably going to shoot between 9 and 10 o'clock. I'll post that on my Facebook account whenever I decide to do that live update. But we're going to be watching radar trends very closely. We're going to be watching the latest data roll in. So if some of this data, up snowfall totals just a little bit, we'll definitely keep you guys updated with that. But again, this is our official forecast. 1 to 3 inches across much of central and at least the northern part of eastern Kentucky, a bluegrass region, and then the rest of Kentucky, anywhere between a dusting up to an inch. So I'm going to go through the comments now, see what we can find. Thank you, Haley. Appreciate you tuning in from Edmonton. Appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in, Rebecca. Thank you. Scrolling the wrong way on my comments. Here we go. Mary Beth is reporting sleet in Dunville. Anita's got sleet at Exie, southern part of Greene County. Got sleet in Casey County, sleet in Allen County. So a lot of people reporting sleet here in central Kentucky. Cheyenne, Hart County, as far as schools, don't know, and that goes for any school here in Kentucky. I have no idea what schools will do. I don't think I've seen any schools call out for tomorrow or anything like that. That will probably be a decision that these school superintendents will make tomorrow morning, depending on how the forecast evolves tonight. So Jesse's reporting sleet in Liberty. Tammy says it's too early in the season for the snow. Too early in the season. We love it. We love the snow. Or at least we love forecasting it. It can make your hair fall out for sure. Chastity's got sleet in Magnolia. Thanks, Chastity. Tabby got sleet in Campbellsville. So looks like the trend is continuing. A lot of sleet here in central Kentucky. Candace says this is better than tornadoes. So I guess it's a pick your poison on what you would rather have. Wintry weather or severe weather. I think most people would probably rather it be sunny and 70. But if it's sunny and 70, I don't really have a job. So we gotta have some type of weather here, guys. Cheryl's reporting a wintry mix in Bonneville. Tara is requesting for all the snow lovers to form a meeting to do a snow dance at the same time. So Tara's really wanting some snow. I know Ariel's wanting some snow as well. So it looks like you guys need to form a snow lovers meeting to get a little dancing in. Larry Bell's reporting sleet in Casey County, 70 at the Y. Thank you, Larry, for that report. Jessica's asking, son has an appointment in Lexington in the morning. Probably be a good idea to wake up and kind of look at the forecast, or not the forecast, but current conditions out there. See what the road conditions are like and make that determination in the morning. The main roads might be okay depending on how much snow we actually get tonight. No problem, Billy. Thanks, my man. Angie, yeah, it looks like the northern part of Pulaski County there is in the 1 to 3. I think a lot of Pulaski County is going to be closer, but between that dusting to an inch, unfortunately. Thank you, Allison. Appreciate you finding my YouTube channel. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So all this is live from different platforms. Appreciate you, Joshua, right here in Greensburg. Appreciate you. Summer over on the YouTube channel asking how much snow for Adair County. 1 to 3 inches right now. Again, Adair County is probably going to be closer to that 1 inch mark, but we could see some heavier snow bands, but definitely closer to that 1 inch there for Adair County. Mr. Brennan Booth turning in from Waco, Texas. Hope you have some safe travels there, Brennan. Heather, thanks for tuning in. Heather is one of our team members here at 0 Meter Chasers. Awesome to see you in the chat room, Heather. Again, getting a lot of reports of sleet. A lot of reports of sleet. Glasgow, Edmonton, Taylor County, Elkhorn. Cameron says nothing in Lebanon. Nothing in Lebanon. Heather's got rain in Gallatin, Tennessee. Sorry, Heather. Wish I could play some sad music for you. Braden wants to know if Adair County will get added into the advisory. I don't think so. Unless we see something from the models that really uptick those snowfall amounts, I don't think we'll see any additions to the winter weather advisory tonight. Yes, Megan, you are right. Greensburg's already been out spraying the brine this afternoon. I've seen a lot of the Kentucky Department of Transportation out pre-treating the roads for this event, trying to get ahead of the storm, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of the road crews were out spraying the roadways in preparation for snow moving in tonight. Denise, how much do I think Greensburg will get? I think Greensburg's probably closer to an inch. But again, they're in that 1 to 3 inch range. Lacey, Burkesville's probably not going to get a whole lot. You're probably looking at closer to a dusting. Maybe up to an inch, but not much in Burkesville. Mike, our chief meteorologist here at 0 Meter Chasers, he's got plain rain in Bowling Green. Starting to see that radar fill in a little bit too. So getting quite saturated. Mesonet relative humidity values are increasing. So we're starting to see that radar pick up a little bit. It'll really pick up here over the next couple hours as well. Edmonton, we're looking at in Edmonton, you're probably looking at around an inch or less probably for a lot of Metcalfe County. The northern part of Metcalfe County could get a little closer to that 1 to 2 inches, but probably Metcalfe County looking at an inch or less. Russell County, Darnell, you're looking at an inch or less. Tay for Marion County, you're closer to 1 to 2 inches more than likely. 1 to 2 inches in Marion County. Any more questions for anybody? Justice said the radar on weather.com shows the Lexington metro area getting crushed, which is why it's showing 5 to 8 inches of snow. How much of an exaggeration do you think that is, and why is the radar showing more than the other models? I'm not sure, Justice, what weather.com is showing. Now, the Bluegrass region, the Lexington area specifically, has the best chance for those higher snowfall accumulations, but 5 to 8 inches is definitely an exaggeration. Definitely not going to get that. There's a world where Lexington could get 3 to 5. I could see that, if the scenario plays out where the bluegrass region ends up getting some heavier snowfall, there's a world where we get 3 to 5. I'm still saying 1 to 3 inches for Lexington, but just I'm adding that disclaimer in there for Lexington. If there's an area in Kentucky that's going to see those higher snowfall accumulations, probably going to be somewhere in the bluegrass region, the Lexington area. But definitely don't think they're going to get 5 to 8 inches. I think if on the high end, you're probably looking at 3 to 5. But again, official forecast is still going to be 1 to 3. So let's see what else we got here. Chad, Bardstown, again, probably around 1 to 2 inches. Bardstown's officially in that 1 to 3. I could see Bardstown getting closer to 3, but probably closer to 1 to 2. Abby's wanting to know if the rain freeze will add a layer of ice. That there is a potential for some black ice to form once those temperatures drop below freezing. So that could add some additional hazardous travel as we head into tomorrow morning. Stephanie, and I'm seeing a lot of questions asking about travel in the morning. Again, we're still expecting, we still don't know how this forecast is going to evolve. So we're going to keep a close eye on the forecast. If the forecast verifies where a lot of the area gets 1 to 2 inches, travel in the morning will be hazardous but drivable. So you just have to use some extra caution as you are attempting to reach your destination. Mark, latest amounts for Taylor County, 1 to 2 inches. Again, they're still officially in the 1 to 3 inch range, but I think it'll be closer to 1 to 2 for Taylor County. E-Town's probably closer to 1 to 2 as well there, Mitney. Allison, yes, I will be going live later, and I think Chris sent me a text too. Chris Evans is another one of our zero meter chasers, one of our team members. Yes, we will do another live video later. Probably going to shoot somewhere between 9 and 10 Central Time. We'll just say 9:30, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. We'll go ahead and set the time on that. 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. We'll do another live update. We'll look at some radar. We'll look at the latest data, and if we need to adjust the forecast, we will, but probably going to leave it as it is. LaRue and Hardin County, Teresa probably looking at 1 to 2 inches. Kenny here in Greensburg, Greene County, probably closer to an inch at this time. But again, this is the snowfall accumulation forecast. We have not changed that. So, anybody in this 1 to 3 inch zone, if you're on the southern side of this, so say Edmonson County, Hart County, Greene County, Taylor County, Casey County, those type counties on the south side of this 1 to 3 inch zone, you're probably going to be looking at closer to a 1 to 2 inch range on the southern side of this. The 1 to 3 inch, where you're going to get closer to 2 to 3 inches is going to be in the bluegrass region. So probably say Nelson County, Washington County, over to Fayette County, those type areas will be closer to that 2 to 3 inch range. But we left it at 1 to 3 because anytime you get those heavier snow bands moving in, you could 100% get some higher snowfall accumulations with that. Katie, there is a chance we get just a little bit of freezing rain that could put a light glaze of ice, but nothing significant. But obviously, anytime we get ice accumulation, that obviously causes issues. So that is a possibility that we get a little bit of freezing rain to cause a little bit of a light glaze, but nothing significant. This will be a quick changeover to snow. Kathy says it wouldn't hurt my feelings if we didn't get anything. There's a lot of people that feel like that. Washington County, Diane, probably definitely in that 1 to 3 inch range, probably closer to 2. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that compliment there, my man. Appreciate that. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate the comment there. Compliment. Kinsley, yes. This we was expecting to see sleet beginning this early. We knew that sleet would be mixing in as the rain moved in this evening. We knew that it'd be a wintry mix rain. Definitely knew that was going to be in the forecast. Chloe wants to know, did everyone get their bread and milk? Oh, me. So, all right, fellas and ladies and gentlemen, I have went through the comments and answered most of your questions. I do appreciate you guys tuning in and giving us the support needed to continue to do this for you guys. So we're going to do another live video at 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. We'll give you guys an update on all the latest information, and we'll pull up the radar. We'll look at the radar, and I'll answer any questions you may have at that time. So until then, we're still expecting a wintry mix between rain, sleet, and maybe a little bit of snow mixed in here over the next, say, 3 to 4 hours before that snow finally transitions over somewhere closer to the midnight time frame. So you guys pay close attention to the weather. If you're out and about tonight, please drive safe. Use extra caution as you reach your destination or as you're traveling to your destination. And we'll see if the forecast verifies. So this is the fun. We've issued our forecast. Now we get to see if our forecast ends up being right. So we'll give another update again 9:30